Okay, so we've seen that metals have a tendency to form positive ions, give up their electrons, right? Non-metals and metalloids have non-metals have a tendency to accept electrons, negative ions. Non-metals and metalloids have a tendency to share electrons, and even metals can share electrons. Okay, but there's a group of atoms that have a tendency not to form ions or molecules at all under ordinary conditions, and these are the noble gases, group 8A. They have they tend to be by themselves, so you'll find them in nature as just a collection of atoms. So you might, and since these atoms are not attached to each other, they're more or less free to move. So what you have is a monatomic gas under ordinary conditions, collection of atoms. Okay, so they that's why they're the noble class, the nobility. They don't associate with the common atoms. All right. Now they can be made to form covalent bonds under adverse laboratory conditions, but ordinarily in nature you'll find them as just individual atoms, a collection of individual atoms. So which of these elements, sodium, neon, or fluorine, would you find as a monatomic gas under ordinary conditions? Which one? Neon, noble gas. So that you have to look at your periodic table. Far right side of your periodic table is group 8A. Remember, fluorine is a halogen, group 7A. It has a tendency to become negatively charged, -1. And the element fluorine by itself, okay, is a collection of diatomic fluorine molecules. So you got your fluorine atoms sharing electrons, okay? This would be how the Lewis structure looks like for F2. Okay, there's a single bond between them. They're sharing 2 electrons, and each one has 3 lone pairs on the outside by itself. Okay, sodium. If you look at sodium, what is that? That's metallic element, group 1A, alkali metal. So you should know it has a tendency to form +1. Okay. Now you can have a collection of just neutral sodium atoms. That would be sodium atoms being held together by a metallic bond. Okay. But if you want a monatomic gas, then you need a noble gas, neon. So what's your group 8A members? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. Okay.